Hey, so I wanted to pick up from last time when I was interrupted at the end and we were talking about loving yourself and accepting yourself as an artist. And I wanted to continue on that a little more because I think that's very important. So, first of all, let me just repeat the three tools that I find incredibly helpful when it comes to first reconnecting with your inner artist, but also to find kindness for yourself in general, but also for yourself as an artist. And these are the morning pages, that are the 3 pages that you write by hand after waking up in the morning. The second one is going for walks, and the third one is the artist state, and that's where we actually stopped. So I wanted to continue a little bit on that. So artist state is something that you do regularly every week, ideally, and probably you can schedule it. I find that very helpful, so that it becomes as important as everything else that is scheduled. So you have a date with yourself. It's your own personal rendezvous, and you plan something that inspires you, something that makes makes your stomach tickle, something that your inner child, if you want to call it that way, makes jump and dance and everything. So by the way, dancing. So because we are at the moment stuck at home, most of us, this is one thing you can do at home. You can actually, if you like dancing, and if it's also such a joyful thing as it is for me, you can just put on your favorite music, something that is really powerful, and dance to it. I mean, it can also be a slow thing, because you can dance with yourself, a slow dance as well. But the thing is something that really inspires you. Really, your emotions are in the flow and everything. So it can be anything that you enjoy, and dance as if nobody was watching. Of course, don't that's not possible for everybody, and I very much appreciate that, that you can dance on your own, and that's why I say dance as if nobody was watching. Probably you will inspire whoever is living with you. I mean, I think it's fantastic to inspire the children. They usually start dancing as well, sometimes a bit wild, but that's okay. I think that's good. My husband very much loves it too when we start dancing, and I think it's good for everybody, but do it for yourself first and foremost, and you will inspire other people through that. But do it for yourself first, because I'm sure in this time, especially if you have responsibilities for other people, we tend to forget ourselves sometimes. And I think everything that recharges our batteries in that matter, it's really important to look after ourselves. But this video is not just for now. I think just for the future also, if you can't go out for one or the other reason, then this is something you can do. You can also paint something. You can also, last time I mentioned that you can create or make very easily Play-Doh, and I will again put a link into the description box to a very easy recipe. It's just flour, it's lemon acid or citrus acid, sorry. Well, I put it into this description box. Don't have it in my head. I because it usually keeps well for a few months. I don't make it that often. But the thing is, of course, the children will play with it at some point. But I love it when I get to play with it first. Or I make a little batch for myself. It's just so, I love it. That could be something you can do. Or while you're on a walk, maybe you want to pick some wild flowers for yourself, and you put it on the table, and whenever you look at them, then you feel the joy of it. There are many things you can do, even when the situation is a bit tricky. I mean, especially with people with families with little children and a lot of responsibilities, or when you look after your parents because they're older and you just don't have that much time. Maybe just 15 minutes for yourself each week in this way will make you feel better and also make you feel kinder about yourself. That I think is incredibly important. And one other thing I wanted to mention, I think we will come back to those tools that I mentioned, the morning pages, the walk, and the artist state over and over again, because they are so important in my life. And sometimes I also neglect them. I mean, yes, of course, life is as it is, and I'm sometimes lazy. Of course I am. That's also necessary. Or too distracted or whatever, but I try to push myself to do those things regularly. Anyway, the other thing I would like you to do as an exercise, or would suggest, this is an offer, is that you look at your negative beliefs, write them down, the negative beliefs that you have about being an artist or what an artist is. So that they're probably crazy, they're all geniuses, they starve because they don't earn any money, whatever it is, write all of them down and then turn them into something positive. So maybe they're not crazy, but they have great fantasy. Or maybe the genius, there are different kinds of artists and there's room for everybody, and so forth. So turn them into positive affirmations, and maybe it helps you to stick them somewhere. If you feel the negative thoughts are really blocking you, then I would suggest to put the positive affirmations somewhere where you can see them regularly and look at them. Just read them out loud, read them quietly, just think about them. And that's it for today. That's all I wanted to add for today to finish what I started last time. I'm very glad that I have this time here with you, because I feel that when we, and that's something, an invitation, please share your thoughts, share your ideas on this topic down below in the comments, because I think we can really learn from each other very much, and I think there's something that we can create together. So thank you very, very much for your time. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you want, of course, you can also subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that, and we see each other very soon. Thank you. Bye bye.